Starting and we are live.
Yay!
Yeah, thrifting bitches of reselling. And
What? What? Woohoo! Woohoo!
we were supposed to wear hats today. I
Yeah,
forgot.
we were. We were. We didn't do the hats.
Oh, maybe
Dang it.
next time.
Maybe next time.
Yeah. So today's
So,
just kind of a day off for me. So I told Valerie that we should. Uh, Me and Valerie decided that we should make a video today and um, just kind of talk about whatever and maybe talk about shipping a little bit. That's kind of what we planned on talking about, but it doesn't always have to be what we planned. So,
right. We can always veer off into another aspect of reselling
yep,
or veer off to whatever we want to veer off to.
yeah. So, you want to start out?
Well, there's a lot of new resellers out there, a lot of new names that I've seen, and they may or may not be brand new, but it's always good to hear somebody else's perspective as far as shipping, and that's always been a hard, a difficult area for me, just because you want to get it right every time, and I mean, I wouldn't say more often than not I've gotten better, but I think
Me
we've
too.
both gotten better, about learning how to utilize the free shipping supplies and things like that. If you're using free shipping supplies, that's less money out of your pocket that you're going to have to spend. So um,
Right.
we have definitely learned that over the past couple of years. So um, but as far as making sure that you're weighing the item, or if you I would always say, if you have a scale, to weigh it. And then usually what I would recommend is just kind of estimate how much you're packing, and your box is going to you know be extra, and that makes a big difference, because you would think, well, it's probably not going to make that big of a difference, so I'll just put in 1 pound. But by the time you get done packing it, say if it's a coffee cup or a breakable item, you're going to, bubble wrap the ship out of
Yeah.
that product. So that's going to add weight to that, and then your box. So you might come up with, you might be at 14 ounces, and then by the time you're all finished, it'll be a pound and a half.
Yeah. That's
And then
my
you're
case usually.
and then you're screwed, because you've lost money. And I can't tell you how many times, I've done that. Um,
Me also.
but over you learn, and we still do it.
I'm terrible because whenever I'm listing something, I see the weight and the measurement, and I'm like, okay, well, I'll do that whenever I go take pictures. And then I forget because I just wanted to get it listed. And so I'm like, well, I'll go back and, measure it and weigh it. And then I don't do it. And then, I sell it and I'm like, oh crap, I did not get the kind of shipping that I wanted on that. And it's
Right.
all, I'm very hard headed, so it's going to take me a few thousand times of getting fucked on shipping, and then, one of these days I'll learn, or, one of these days I'll have a scale and a tape here and a scale and a tape in my eBay room. Um, but because that's the only way that I'm going to do it is if it's right next to me and I can have easy access to it, and it just doesn't happen yet. So,
Right. Yeah. And, I mean, 9 times out of 10, you end up, getting screwed. But I guess, another, I mean, you definitely don't want to lose money because we're not in the business of losing money. Um, but if you kind of if you looked at all the other items where you got a little bit more for the shipping, um, maybe it kind of evens out. I don't know, but each situation, it really brings your spirits down because you're like, damn it,
Mm-hmm.
I wish I would have done this better. Why can't I get that right? And you kind of get down on yourself, but
Yeah.
so, but
I've
it's just
and with the whole free shipping thing, because I'm trying to do the, what is it called? The, not the seller, but the other one,
top rated seller.
the top rated. So they tell you if you have, if you are relisting items or something, they'll say, oh, if you want to be top rated, then you have to have this for free shipping. And so, you know, I've done it to where I have like 23, 25 things that's free shipping. And so every time I'm relisting, I'm going through to see if I can find these things that I have free shipping on. And I don't know how to do that easier. So if anybody out there knows, let me know. But
Mm-hmm.
in like a bulk situation to where you're looking at your bulk listings when you're relisting, seeing if you have free shipping or not on the item, because I can't tell.
Hmm.
So I'm, unless you have that little window on the side open to where you can, see and edit, different things,
Right.
then, but that's a lot when you're listing like 35 or 50 different things.
Right.
I don't know if there's an easier way to do that,
I
but
don't know.
yeah. So, but I'm going through, trying to go through one by one without wasting a whole bunch of my time
Right.
and finding those things that are free shipping and kind of trying to switch it over to my hats that I have for sale and my remotes. So,
Right.
so that I know exactly what I have that has free shipping on it, so I don't screw myself later whenever I'm having a sale or whatever.
That might be something that I need to, find out from someone else or call eBay on because I don't, how I used to do everything free shipping,
Yeah.
and I changed that and now I charge for shipping. Um, and there, I would say I don't have very many things that are free shipping. I would say probably under 10.
Right.
But I need to call them or find out from somebody if that is an absolute where you have to have.
Yeah, because I wouldn't do it if it wasn't like mandatory. I mean, if I can get a discount or whatever for being top rated, I'm gonna do that if I'm already in the bracket for it and that's all I need.
Right,
You know? But if I don't have to do it, I'm not going to.
right. Yeah. I'm actually really surprised at how, going from free shipping to shipping, charging for shipping. I'm really surprised at the outcome because I was definitely losing money in that business model. That was just not, with the offers and the um, I was paying them to take my shit
Mhm.
basically most
Yep.
of the time, and you can figure that into your prices, but when you have sales and you have, when the best offer, that screws you
And the
because if
more
you
items you have, the more you get screwed because you can't keep track of it all.
right, right. Yeah, like me, I've got 500 listings, and it's difficult. I mean, even just having regular shipping, it's hard to keep track of all of that stuff, you know, all of your listings. But and if I could do it over again, I probably wouldn't have as many listings. I would probably just want like maybe $200 or $300 or two or three. I could use 200. $300 anyway. But
Oh, shit. You
hey,
buy that, let me know.
but I think it's, when I first started, I was like, yeah, I want to get up to, 1,000 listings or whatever. But that's a lot to keep. That's a lot of, number one, a lot of listed inventory to keep track of.
Yeah.
It's a lot of your of listings. If you're doing a sale or, just going through your listings. I mean, you're scrolling like forever. Just trying to go through all of your listings. Yeah, it's a lot to keep track of. So
And it takes away time from actually listing stuff.
yeah,
That's
yeah,
that's the thing. So I try not to get. I get in that bulk listing, the relisting, and I'm like, screw it. I'm just gonna do it without checking anything. I'll wait till next time because if I don't finish it, it'll be on there for like hours,
yeah.
and I'll go and watch Netflix or whatever. I I am horrible about that. I am horrible about that.
Yeah, we always, have every one of us have our vices and our, things that keep us,
Procrastination.
yeah, distractions,
Hmm.
but let's see, what else can we talk about, Sally?
Um, excuse me. Well, I was gonna say that we could talk about like what we've found this week or what we've acquired. I
Acquired.
I've acquired a lot
You've
of stuff this
acquired
week.
like a restaurant,
Yeah, basically.
which is awesome.
I
That's
know.
awesome.
My son works at a restaurant, and they decided to sell, and the new owners are people that used to own it before, but they decided to come in and just redo everything. And so they took the paper towel holders and soap dispensers and um, brand new letters that they had made for the restaurant. They are still in a box, and um, they were custom made for this restaurant, but they're just letters. So I actually sold one letter yesterday for $22, and
How big are those? Did you say that those letters were?
they're 12 inches tall,
Oh wow.
and they're red, and they're like what was it? They're like 3 or 5, maybe 5 inches thick,
Hmm.
and they're kind of bubbly, um, but they're red, and that's a good color. A lot of people do their stuff in red.
Right.
So I'm just selling the letters all separate, and but I got a kick-ass ghetto blaster out of it, um, a Magnavox that's like from the '80s, and had to
Vintage.
clean the shit out of that because it was just, it was just something for the cooks to listen to while they were cooking, and it was nasty,
Right.
super nasty. But it took me like parts of 2 days to clean that sucker up. And what else did I get? Oh, um, like napkin holders that say Heinz on them. I have 24 of those. They're all new in the package.
Wow.
I have not syrup holders, but they're Smuckers jelly holders.
Hmm.
I have like I haven't even touched those yet, but there's probably about 20 of those in there.
Wow.
Um, there was a lot of stuff that's new that they just didn't use on the restaurant, which is weird,
Hmm.
you know, because maybe they would have got a lot more business if they would have used it and wouldn't have to sell. But
It's a possibility. That's a good point.
Yeah. So, just there was a lot of stuff. Anyways, there was a lot of little knickknacks, and they had some plates and stuff on the walls and decorations that I got a hold of, and I haven't even got to look at those yet. Just a lot of little stuff. So I'm hoping to do real well with that. And that's basically all I've had for the week. I haven't been shopping at all. So
Well, no need.
no need, getting it for freezies.
And that's the thing about, acquiring items is, it's no money out of your pocket. And all you're responsible for, well, you're not responsible for anything. You could put them in a room, for and just let them sit. But that's
Rainy,
not what we do.
rainy day listings. Yeah, we're not
Eh,
trying to hoard the shit. We're trying
No.
to sell it.
Yes. 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 So, let me see. What did I get last week? I know. Well, I did go to an estate sale. It was an estate sale, but it was picked over because they had a sale about a couple weeks before.
Yeah.
Um, but there was some nice. I got a couple of Elvis Presley mugs, coffee mugs, one USA mug. Um, got a leather gun holster.
Ooh, you didn't even tell me about that.
Yeah, I kept that one behind.
Shame on you.
And the holster, they go for around $25 to $30. Not too. That's not bad.
Was the estate sales prices pretty good? I mean, was it like pretty cheap?
Oh yeah. I mean, books were 25 cents.
Man,
Anything else was usually $1. Sometimes she tried to get $2 out of things. Um, but if she said two, then I said one, and she'd usually agree with it. So,
yeah. I mean, that's
um, they were just they didn't want to stay there any other, for any more weekends. They wanted to get rid of stuff. They
right.
weren't. So, let's see what else. I got a shoehorn. One of those. It's kind of interesting. Um, I got a couple of Bibles. Trying to think of what else I got. I got 4 bags of stuff. Oh, I got a bunch of golf tea towels, like the golf
Yeah.
ball towels.
Right.
So I put those in the washer and washed those up. But I didn't get a whole lot of stuff, but um, it was enough. You know, they did have um, a citywide yard sale about 30 miles from us, and I chose not to go to that. I was tempted. I still am tempted, but sometimes you just have to make a choice, and that is very hard for me because I love to shop.
Yeah.
I love to go to yard sales, estate sales. I could do that all the time, but
Yeah.
nothing else would get done, and
Mhm.
I would just have stuff, you know, coming out the window
Mhm.
because it's so, you know. Sometimes you have to mow the garden down in order to find the flowers. That's a good analogy, isn't it?
Cut the
Hmm.
weeds.
Yeah. You gotta mow it down and let the flowers come up.
Mhm.
I don't know. It's kind of weird, but that I said that. But um, you know,
Whatever's.
you have to look look what you've got and and deal with what you've got. List that good stuff. You may not think it's very good, but you can go in and research it.
Yeah.
That's the main thing is you do your research. You might find that little necklace that you got that's in a baggie underneath your desk and a bunch of cobwebs, it might be worth something.
Yeah.
So, but you gotta list. That's the main thing. So that's what I've been doing this last week. Is I've been doing some listing, and I've got this stack of clothing, shorts, mainly shorts, and so I've been trying to get those listed, and I have a sale going on, and so I'm trying to get some stuff moving, and going pretty good.
Ooh.
So.
Do you want to see if we can get some people to join us?
Yeah,
Okay.
why not? The more the merrier.
All right. Let's see. Are you putting the link in anywhere?
No, do you want me to? I didn't want to double up. Where have you put it?
I'm putting it in our room.
Okay. So, that's not what I wanted to do. Okay, let's see here. So I can put it in international.
Yeah.
And Dusty's group.
Are you going to do Dusty's group, or do you want me to?
You can.
Okay, I'm there already.
Okay.
Yeah, me and Valerie decided to try a video like this, just to where we talk for a few minutes and then see if we can get people to join us, and maybe we'll start a conversation with other people and get other people's ideas on reselling, and or maybe just not even talk about reselling, maybe just talk about what's going on for the day.
Okay, I think I got it.
So should we stop the broadcast now, or should we just keep it going?
Um, No, I'd say we can just keep it going. We just
Okay,
gotta.
yeah, that's fine with me.
That way, when somebody pops in, then they're not all alone
Yeah,
and they don't feel lonely.
I don't want that.
No, we don't want that. We don't want it.
Yeah, I'm trying to decide what time I want to go into work tonight because I kind of have a choice, you know. I don't have to go in at a specific time, so 'cause
Well,
I have to make the donuts tonight.
yeah, literally.
Mm,
Um, so basically, the sooner you go in, the earlier you go in, the earlier you get done. Well, I mean, basically, just I mean, your schedule is kind of like you're up most of the night anyway.
yeah,
I mean, sometimes it is, sometimes it's not, but
yeah. Like I haven't been asleep today, and
yeah. And you're crazy.
I need some Red Bulls. But I did drink a pot of coffee to myself today.
Oh my goodness. I would be crawling the walls. Crawling the walls. I don't know how you do that.
It just hardly does anything to me. A Red Bull makes me. It puts my gut butt in gear. You know, it just helps me get to where I need to be. Woo! With wings.
Yeah, with wings. That's right. I am sure that is correct.
But yeah, I just
I just
I don't
don't
know.
know how you do it. You're you're a strong lady.
Wow.
You can handle a lot.
Well, yeah, we can if we have to.
Nope. We we do. It's kind of amazing how, the things that we can do, not just as women, just as humans, if push comes to shove and you have to provide for yourself and for your family,
Yeah,
you do whatever you got to do.
yeah. I mean, there's people that work 24-hour shifts, and I mean, not a whole lot of people can do that.
No.
Literally, they would be falling on the floor,
Yeah.
because they wouldn't be able to do whatever they have to do. But
Yeah. Function.
yeah.
Hi,
Hello.
hi Jordan. Not much. Just hanging out today.
Yep.
Hmm.
So what's going on with you, Jordan?
Um, I just packaged some things up. I'm gonna head out in a little bit, but just checking in.
Cool. That's good. We appreciate you coming by.
No doubt.
Hey, do you have anything? We were talking about shipping. Do you have any like little tips or anything that you can add for shipping?
Well, just make sure that you're using your eBay shipping supplies coupon if you have a store.
Yeah, that's true. Yeah, I know there's a lot of people that's against it, but I don't have a whole bunch of money to, spend on, poly package or poly envelopes and stuff like that. So I was doing for a long time. I was doing brown paper. I got a roll of brown paper at Walmart, and I was wrapping everything in that. And I never I would tape it so good that I never got a bad response or a negative feedback or anything. Everybody always says that my packages are, shipped really good and looks really good whenever they get it, and everything's safe and secure. Never had anything break, anything like that. Um, but since I got this coupon, through eBay, I got those poly envelopes, and I've been using those for just about everything that I can fit in them.
The bags or the bubble?
No, no, just the bags.
Oh, okay, yeah.
If they need to be bubble wrapped, or I don't see, I kind of cheat on that too because I don't use bubble wrap. I don't even go get that at Walmart. I use um the bubble mailers from USPS
Gotcha.
to bubble wrap anything that needs to be bubble wrapped. I figure, hey, it's free. I'll use it. So, and
Hey,
I've
whatever works.
never had a complaint, never had a complaint with that at all. So, and I figure as long as as the customer receives it and it's in good condition, then, they're not going to complain about it either.
Yeah.
Yeah, I just did an unboxing video of the eBay shipping supplies. I got two different boxes, and then I got the bubble mailers too. And the bubble mailers, actually, they look really nice. They look super
Is
crisp.
it?
Yeah.
Really? Yeah, the poly mailers are a little bit, I don't know, they're a little bit weird because they have two strips that you tear off, and then like if you wanted to, you could reseal it.
Right, it's for returns with the option.
Yeah, yeah, but
That's
um,
kind of cool.
yeah,
If they wanted to return it, that's actually pretty pretty cool. I mean, just they can just put it back in the bag, seal it up and ship it out.
yeah,
Yeah,
So it's
all the
easy.
bubble mailers and the poly bags are like that. They're all returnable.
Really?
Yep.
That's pretty cool. I'll have to look into that. Because this is usually what I use. I just use these,
yeah.
and
Right.
they're just one, strip. I originally had gotten these. I think I was thinking of using these for Amazon or something, but I got like 500 of these, and I use them all the time, especially with clothes and stuff like that. I use them a lot.
Yeah.
But yeah, that coupon really did. I'm still a little bit leery just because, and I'm sure a lot of people are, as far as that one person that had that issue with, uh, they didn't want eBay on the box, and so they gave the person negative feedback. Um, they didn't want people to know that he was getting things from eBay,
Hmm.
and
I mean, if you want, you can just put your shipping label on there.
It says it on the shipping label too, unless you cut it off.
well, that's true. Yeah, that's true.
But
And
I figure if people don't want that, they should actually send you a message and say, please don't have any kind of branded mailer or anything that says eBay or anything like that on there.
yeah,
If they're that sketchy about where they live and seeing somebody you know seeing people sketching out their house or whatever.
right. Yeah, I'm really not sure what the whole situation was. I don't know if it was he was just embarrassed, or if he didn't know, um, he didn't want things delivered that had the eBay logo on there, just because people, stealing
Yeah,
packages. I don't know. I really don't know what the whole thing was behind that, but
yeah.
yeah. So, how is Jordan? How's your Amazon doing? Jordan, can you hear me?
Oh, I think he might be frozen.
Okay. Just let it go, man.
You look very serious. Oh, there he is. There's two of them.
Sorry, my
It's
browser was unresponsive, but I wanted to grab this. Just
hang
This
on.
is the bubble mailer, and it's super crisp, as you can see.
Mm-hmm.
Plus, it still has that double seal,
Cool.
you know.
That is really awesome.
And then this is pretty much, if you're familiar with the number 5 bubble mailer, they're like super comparable. This is a little bit wider and a little bit shorter, but really just a tad.
Yeah. I'll definitely have to look into that because I would definitely use those. I've used the boxes. I still have I think I ordered a box of 50 of the they're comparable to like the large flat rate, about that size. And so I've got quite a few of those still yet. But
Yeah. So you're not using those as much, or?
no, I don't know. If I can use something else, I usually will use something else over that, just because I don't want the drama. I guess I'm just kind of leery about that.
I don't
But
care. I figure if they don't want it on there, they're gonna tell me.
true.
And if they have a problem with that, I'll just call eBay and they'll probably take it off because, they're gonna protect, what has their brand on it. I'm sure. If they don't,
Well,
they're probably idiots. So.
I mean that's the thing too is it should when that person got the negative feedback, they called eBay, and eBay told them that that was the customer's opinion, and they would not take it off. They wouldn't take the negative feedback, which doesn't really make any sense to me because we're advertising for eBay,
Right.
so you have to protect your sellers too. I know they protect buyers, but you gotta hang tight with your sellers, or you ain't gonna have nothing.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, for a while they really weren't, though. Luckily, we're in an era where it's becoming better and better again.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think we got started at a good time. Me and my sister started about the same time, so about a year and a half ago or so.
It's been about a year and a half.
Yeah.
Almost 2 years, I think.
So Jordan, do you have much going on with your Amazon these days?
Oh yeah, Amazon's bigger than eBay for me right now.
Is it?
Yeah.
That's good.
I mean, I got over 2,100 items there, so
Wow.
I'm just building up my inventory, getting ready for fourth quarter. Really hoping to make a bang this fourth quarter.
Yeah. Do you have what's the majority of your items?
Predominantly books, but I have video games, CDs, retail arbitrage. I actually enjoy retail arbitrage because most of it, it's really going to sell quick. I mean, the profit margins are slimmer, but but the problem is there just really hasn't been a lot of that recently around me.
Right.
Ever since February-ish, the clearance has just came to a halt.
Yeah.
I mean, you can buy stuff for retail and make a couple bucks, but most of that, it's almost not worth my time at that point because you have to buy in such bulk that it's just,
Yeah, it's not worth your time. I understand. I did a lot of RA, but at the beginning, I think I don't know, I probably had about 200 items in my inventory, which I thought was a whole lot, you know. But it seems like those items, most of the items, sell pretty quickly. I mean, it's just like, you know, am I on the only store? Because because I was, you know, things that I was selling was they were just like flying off the shelf. You know, it slowed down a lot because my inventory is I think I checked my inventory. It was like 50 items, so it's depleted, and I haven't been feeding it like I should have been.
I gotta feed the beast.
I know. I'm starving him though. Starving him for right now. But I was going to ask you on CDs. Do you do a lot of just regular open, you know, CDs that have been opened?
Yeah, used CDs.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, tons of them. I mean, some of those CDs, you'd be surprised. You can go to a thrift store, pick them up for 99 cents, and they're selling for 30 bucks. So it's just like good quality books, really. I mean, when you find a book worth 30, I do a lot of books, and hey, whenever I find a book worth 30, that's a heck of a grab, and I'm happy with it.
Right.
And the thing about CDs is they're so easy to process, and personally, if you could make the same amount of money with books, and I suppose you could with CDs, the problem is finding that quantity. You know, I just can't find that quantity with CDs. They're really nice, and you can make some really good money, but
have you
can't
ever
find them like books.
Have you ever like posted an ad like in Craigslist, you know, looking for CDs or?
I should. I really don't deal with Craigslist at all. I don't like the website.
Yeah.
I know it sounds like an excuse, but what I'm doing is working thus far. I mean, I might dabble with it in the future. We'll see what happens.
Or maybe even like a Facebook group, like a buy and sell group.
Right.
You know, that's in your area. Just,
yeah, they definitely work. I haven't really seen many CDs in those groups, though.
Yeah.
It's mostly big stuff.
Well, that's true. But, I mean, if somebody sees your ad and says, you know, you say, you know, I would like, I'm looking for used CDs, you know, that people might be coming out of the woodwork, you know, saying, hey, you know, I've got some here. I've got, you know, 2,100 here. You know, I mean, it could be a good thing for you.
Right.
So
definitely.
But that, I think I'm probably going to be going into a little more media than the RA type of thing. I was doing a lot of toys. Actually, the majority of my items came from like Dollar General. I did a lot of Dollar General when they would have things on clearance. Things I bought for, you know, $2-3, and I turned them over for 10 to 12. So, and I did that a lot. But now, that was when I was working my other job, and now this is my full-time job. So it's kind of, you kind of have to limit your expenses, you know. And that's probably just an excuse too, but
I mean, you gotta just find whatever works for you. Everyone's business model is different, and everyone's budget is different. So,
true.
You know,
That's true.
You can't really. You gotta evaluate it on a situation-to-situation basis.
Yeah.
True.
But yeah, that might be something. I have been picking up a lot more books than what I usually do, and so see what happens with that.
I need to go to my St. Vincent's and look at CDs now.
One of the things that kind of about CDs is a lot of people like to donate really shoddy CDs, and what I mean by that is they're super scratched, so you might want to invest in a CD repair machine. I mean, that obviously depends on if you can find enough quality CDs or not. But it's something that I just picked up personally, just because I mean I was picking up CDs that are used for 99 cents and
Yeah.
selling them for $30 enough times that it was worth it to get that repair machine.
Right.
I think my St. Vincent sells them for 50 cents each.
Nice.
So if I can find good quality ones, then I think that would be helpful.
I mean, you can actually find a lot of CDs at garage sales too, worth money.
Yeah.
And even more so the new CDs, the sealed ones. The problem is if the CD is cracked and you're selling it on Amazon and it's sealed, technically you really should be selling it as very good condition. Not even really like new, because like new is of gift quality, and if it has cracks, it's not really of gift quality.
Right.
It kind of sucks because it's sealed. I mean, it's brand new. You could sell it on eBay for brand new, and just disclose or new other. But Amazon's a whole nother game,
Oh yeah.
and you don't want to get kicked off of it.
No.
So you're talking about if the case is cracked,
Right.
even though it's sealed.
Right.
Okay. Yeah, that makes
Yeah.
sense.
I mean, you can get away with like new condition, but I wouldn't make a habit of it because
Yeah.
you really shouldn't be doing it. I mean, there's a lot of people that do shady things at Amazon sellers, and you know what? You really shouldn't be learning from that, because if you get kicked off and that's one of your major streams of income, then it's a sticky situation.
Yeah. Yeah. It definitely would put you in a bind.
Well, I mean, I don't know a whole lot about Amazon, but just from what I know from Val, and you know, so like if you sell things that aren't as you say they are, or if you say that it's very good, it is only good, then what? The buyer's gonna say something for
I,
feedback, or
if the buyer doesn't want it anymore, they'll do an A to Z claim, give you bad feedback. You'll get a ding on your metrics. And the thing about Amazon is their metrics are so tight. Like, you really need to be up there with your metrics. So
Right.
hmm.
Yeah.
you can't. It's not something to fool around with. eBay, you can do a few things that you shouldn't have, and you can learn from your mistakes. But Amazon, I would not suggest learning from mistakes. You shouldn't be making them in the first place.
Yeah.
If you need to, read the rules. If you can, contact someone that could dumb them down for you in a quick version or whatnot. But yeah, it's a different platform for sure.
Yeah.
I love it though.
Well, I'm just doing a little bit of books right now.
I mean, pretty much the best way to get in, if you ask me.
Yeah, I'm not even doing. I'm not even. What am I doing, Valerie? Not
You're
FBA.
doing merchant fulfilled.
Merchant fulfilled. Yeah, and it seems to be working out fine. I raised my prices though above the whatever was the lowest, which is usually a freaking penny. And I had to raise my prices though because I wasn't making anything, and so I haven't got I haven't gotten any sales since then. But all right, Jordan says be right back.
Oh, okay.
But hopefully that's I mean I'm sure that's the reason why I haven't gotten any sales.
Why?
Which kind of because I had to raise my prices up on Amazon.
Well, not necessarily. I mean,
I mean, I
you
don't have
know,
a whole lot of books on there either.
right, and that could be the issue, is just not having, the inventory.
Right. It's just
So,
that I sold like 4 books within like, 4 or 5 days, or maybe even a week. So it was kind of encouraging. And then but then it wasn't enough money to like ship it and cover all those costs. So
Right.
I and I got the books for 25 cents a piece, but still it just wasn't, it wasn't encouraging enough to keep it at that low price, which was usually a penny,
Yeah.
is what
Yeah.
they.
You can't
But
do that.
it's like they give you a shipping amount or whatever, credit.
Yeah, $3.99.
Yeah, and then the lowest book is usually a penny. And so, I mean, if it's a just a random book, probably not worth much, it's usually a penny. But that's what the lowest person or the person has it the lowest amount out.
Yeah.
So so you're trying to match them or whatever. So and I just couldn't do it. I'm like, it's costing me more than $4 to ship this damn thing. So
So, as far as on books, how do you normally price them, Jordan?
I
Do
mean,
you?
I am absolutely 100% FBA, so I do not price against Merchant Fulfilled at all. I don't compete with them at all. The only
Right.
people I'm competing with are FBA because most people don't even know that they're buying from a seller like me. They think they're buying from Amazon.
Right.
Some people do know, but then again, they know it's coming in Prime, so it's guaranteed 2 days.
Right.
So I mean, there's a few different variables, but for the most part, I see what condition my book is in, and then see what the lowest price of that condition is FBA, and
Hmm.
price it accordingly. But it could vary, like if that seller does not have good feedback, or they don't put a description for the book whatsoever, then yeah, I could price higher than that.
Right.
Because if you disclaim that, oh, this book doesn't have any markings in it, people are more likely to buy it than if there's no description. And you
Right.
learn these things as time goes on.
Right.
so do you fill out the rest of your listing on Amazon? Do you fill out the rest of it, the pieces that are missing?
I fill out price and condition only. A lot of people think you have to worry about. I will say every once in a while I will fill out the dust jacket. Whether say if it's missing, I might put missing. But most of the stuff I find isn't missing, and I really don't fool with it at all.
Okay. Yeah, because I had a, what was it, a book to tape set that it didn't really have a list. It had a very vague listing, and basically all it was containing the author's name and the title, and that was it, and not even a picture or anything. So I inputted all of that in there because I thought maybe it would help mine sell.
Right.
But
Yeah, if you want, you can definitely take pictures of the books with it. The problem is when you're doing the quantity, you're really not going to have the time to do that unless you're picking up super high quality books, like all of them are over $20 or whatnot. But if you're doing quantity, I don't see how you could be picking up all those.
Yeah.
yeah, there was nothing else. There was nothing else listed for this, book to tape, and I just thought, maybe. I mean, the other person that just put the title and the author, um, they were trying to sell it for like 28 something.
Right.
So, probably because there was nothing else.
Yeah.
So, so I thought it was worth it, to try
Yeah.
to put some more information on there. And I just basically just filled out the back of the, what was written on the back of the case,
Hmm.
and you know, the
Yep.
date, the date that it was done and or published or whatever. But I mean, I didn't go, do a whole lot, and then I took a picture of it, and I'm not even sure. I haven't even looked to see if that has even went on there because whenever I took the picture, it didn't go right up. I guess it has to be cleared or something.
Authorized or
Yeah,
something.
yeah.
Hmm.
So
Yeah, I have never done a merchant fulfilled item, so I really don't know anything about that. I just sent my items in, and I probably need a refresher course just on that. It's been so long.
I've
But
never listed anything as merchant fulfilled, so I really can't comment on it either.
yeah,
And I have absolutely no desire to sell anything merchant fulfilled. The reason why I love Amazon is it gets everything out of your house.
that's true.
And you just check the email. Oh, Amazon shipped another item you sold. Great. How
Yeah,
much did I get after fees? All right, cool.
yeah.
that's the best part of it.
I mean, I
Definitely.
couldn't imagine storing 2,100 items at my house. Especially most of them are books. I mean, the whole basement it would be overflowing of books. I mean,
Yeah, yeah,
Well, I have a garage that's. I mean, none of the books are in my garage because I don't have very many books yet. But I figured I just put them in the garage,
yeah.
keep them off the floor, put them on shelves or something, and put them
Yep.
there. But I don't know.
and plus, how would you organize it and find those books?
I'll
There
flip
are
them over.
programs that you can, like Needlescan offers slips and whatnot. I don't know how much these programs charge, but still, I wouldn't. I have no desire to do that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't have the space to do that either. I don't
Right,
want the space.
right, right. Understandable.
I don't want a warehouse.
No, no. I mean, I've got plenty of inventory already. I'm like I said, I'm still dabbling in the books, but I think I'll be sending those in rather than keeping them here. One thing I do like about that is they handle that. They handle the customer service. They handle all that.
100%.
So you know, um, actually, I did have on an item that I shipped in, and I had the customer that was looking to buy the item contacted me. Now I don't know how they got how they got a hold of my name, but they did contact me via email and
I've had it
asked me a
happen a few
question.
times.
Had me, had they asked a question about the product, and I actually called Amazon and I said, I think they need to go through you guys, because it was an issue. I guess it was an issue with the item. And, I was like, well, that's supposed to go through customer service through Amazon. They're supposed to handle that. Um, and so, that's what we did. I routed her in the right direction, but, that's that's why I do FBA because I don't want to deal with the customer service.
No, that
I
kind
mean,
of
I'm
makes
not bad
sense.
at it, but I do that enough with eBay. I don't want to do it with another
I
company.
mean, the whole thing that it comes down to is just saving that time. Time is money, and dealing with customers, it's Amazon does it for you, but you're paying the premium, and it's
Mhm.
totally worth it.
Yeah, yeah, I agree. I mean, you're definitely paying for that customer service, but I would pay for that over merchant fulfilled any day.
I mean, when you really break down the numbers, and when you include shipping, when you include them storing the item, them packing and picking it, and I mean, just the location service for you. I have no idea how I would organize 2,100 items. I mean, I have at times 400 items for eBay, 500, whatever, and then another 2,000 plus on top of it. I mean, come on. I would spend the whole darn day just locating the items I sold.
Yeah. And then what happens if you can't find it? Then you're
That's
screwed.
you don't even want to pose that question.
So, yeah, I understand. Like I said, I have 500 plus items with eBay. That's enough for me to deal with, and I don't want that through Amazon. So I will probably be another one of those that do not do the merchant fulfill.
Well,
It's
I
just
just
not my
figured,
thing.
to start that way.
Oh yeah,
Good. I mean, if I had, yeah, I think it would be a lot of work to keep all the, you know, products at your house.
a large
Especially if you have that
amount.
many. Yeah,
Mhm.
but I mean, especially if it's worth it with the shipping and all of that. For what
Right.
you pay.
Yep.
That's probably a better deal.
Yeah. Yeah. I was pretty amazed when I started sending things in, and things just started flying off the shelves, and I was like, email, you got money. Wow, that is awesome. That is awesome. But the thing is with them, as long as you send in quality items, you know your packages aren't damaged, and they're good items, and things sell and they're priced accordingly, your items are going to sell. And so you play along with the rules that they set out for you, and you're going to do fine.
Yeah.
You got to keep feeding the beast though, and I know that. So I'm going to keep maybe I'll set myself up for sending a package in.
And they give you a shipping label or something, don't they? Like you just tell them
Correct.
how much you have, and then they give you shipping.
You're actually a contractor, technically, really, for Amazon, so you get their shipping discount rate, which is awesome. I mean, I ship 50-pound packages to Amazon all the time for like $7, $8.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah.
And that's UPS ground, so it's pretty good service too.
Yeah.
Semi-quick and definitely reliable.
Yeah. But I mean, they charge you for that shipping. It comes out of your account.
Right.
But you get charged for that.
Yeah, you're getting Amazon's pricing.
Right. Right. You can't beat that. I mean, you're getting a premium price to send your items to them so they can sell them.
You guys having Prime too, right?
No.
I'm sorry?
No. So it has
Mm-mm.
nothing to do with having Prime.
Mm-mm.
No. I mean, one is a buyer account and one is a seller account.
Right. It's two different things.
Like when you call in, you have to call into separate numbers because they're not related whatsoever.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. And I mean, even though it's been a while since I've done it, the listing and the whole process of getting the SKU numbers and the stickers, and that's not. I mean, I thought it was difficult before I started, but once you do it a couple of times, it's like, it's not a big deal.
Oh, yeah.
Right? I mean, you just have to learn the process
Right.
and how to do it, just like anything else. But so.
Yeah.
I mean, there's so many tutorials out there now, so it's really
But you know
easy to
what?
learn.
When I was starting, I could not find anything that was like brass tacks. Here it is. This is how you do it. I tried, getting help from a lot of people, and I couldn't. There was one guy that helped me, and he directed me to a video, and the video, I think it was Michael Stone. He had a video, and I still haven't erased it. I still have it on my files because I was like, if I ever need to go back to that and like refresh, that would be a good video to go back to. But yeah.
I actually made a couple how-to videos for Amazon.
Oh, did you?
Yeah.
Well, that's good. That's good.
Just some really simple, quick ones. The problem is a lot of people put these how-to videos and they're so long. I mean, who wants to watch a 25-minute video of how to list like an item? They're
Right.
mostly jibber-jabbing.
Yeah. And it doesn't take that long to make a list, to
Oh no, I mean,
list
once
an
you know the
item.
process, it's a couple of seconds. I mean,
Yeah.
really. Especially, I highly recommend that if you're gonna do Amazon, you get a scanner. You can spend as little as you like or as much as you like, but they save you so much time. Entering
yeah.
every ISBN number or just scan.
Yeah. They make a big difference.
Is that something that you take with you?
I actually use a Bluetooth scanner connected to my phone. If you can see, there is a little, I don't know exactly what you call that, but something that you attach your Bluetooth scanner to. And that piece isn't cheap either. That thing costs about $25 just to
Really?
attach to. Yeah, I mean it's totally worth it because, all right, let's see here. We have the phone and we have the scanner here. Now we put it on the phone. Now you can hold a book in this hand, your phone in this hand. The trigger is on the back, and boom, So totally
Wow.
worth it. But they definitely, it's one of those monopoly things. No one else is selling that, so they can sell it for $25.
Huh. Yeah,
But
you'll
the
have to send
scanner
me
itself.
you have to
What's that?
send me the info on that
Oh yeah,
scanner.
no problem.
Bluetooth.
The scanner itself is gonna run you, 200, 230-ish. It depends which one you want, but I highly recommend the Socket, the 8ZI. It's a really nice one. It's the lightest one on the market. And I mean, if you're spending 150, you might as well upgrade to the better one. I mean, but again, I understand if you have a budget and you have to stick to it as well.
Yeah. Sally, what is that?
I have no clue. What is going on? I think it's. Oh, it's because he didn't have his headset on.
It's still there.
I know. What the heck?
I know. What is that?
It's OG. I'm gonna mute him and type in the chat.
Yeah. Yeah. I've never heard that.
Sounds like a banjo or something.
I know. Your mic sounds like a chipmunk.
That's hilarious.
Oh, was it sounding like a chipmunk?
Oh my
Yeah, you're
God.
good now.
Yeah, it does that every once in a while when it come in sometimes.
Wow.
Yeah, the Google Hangouts is whack sometimes.
That was some funny shit.
So, I'm just standing outside, but it's too hot, so I came back in, but I was out counting counting parts for a Lincoln Log set.
Oh, fun.
Find out that I'm missing a bunch of them and they don't have them available anymore.
Oh,
Actually,
Uh-oh.
Lincoln Logs is now owned by K'NEX.
Is it?
Yeah. Yeah, because it's lincolnlogs.k'nex.com.
So are you able to buy those extra pieces or that you're missing?
No, it's not. I don't. They're not available. The ones that I'm missing. I have all the other stuff, but not the ones that I'm missing. So I'll have to part it out. But I don't think I paid much for it. I think a couple of bucks or something. I don't know.
Yeah, it is like 90. Was it 97 here?
Uh-huh.
And the heat index is 108.
Oh, fun.
Yes,
So it's very yucky outside. Very humid.
it might be 80 here.
It's 88 here.
Oh, it's stupid hot here already. I'm sure it's getting hotter. We're talking in triple digits here soon.
You guys are doing a heat wave, aren't you?
Yeah.
Yeah. That's pretty odd for Southern California.
No.
No?
No. Triple digits are not unusual down here. Even in LA, especially out in the desert. Palm Springs, that's common.
Well,
I
yeah,
think
but
there's more days in triple digits than under triple digits in like Palm Springs in the low desert. Up in the high desert, still pretty hot up there.
yeah.
But we're in the LA side. It still gets pretty warm. It's common to be high 90s in the valley and triple digits sometimes.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, I'm from the valley, so I understand those triple digits.
Yeah.
Actually, I love the heat, but the heat in California is much different than the heat in Kansas.
Mm-hmm.
You know, the humidity is so much different.
Yeah. Oh, if it were humid, forget it.
Yeah. People would be dropping like flies.
Yeah, we can't tolerate that stuff. I remember when I was down in Texas and Louisiana as a FEMA inspector, I'd ride around in the car that was air conditioned, and I'd stop to get out to go do a job, and my glasses would immediately fog up as soon as I stepped out of the car. So, well, this sucks.
Yeah, well, you can't see nothing.
Yeah.
So,
how am I supposed to inspect? I can't see.
That is true.
I had fun, guys, but I gotta head out, so I'll talk to you guys later.
Alrighty. All right, you take care.
That's what the
Thanks
baby
for-
said. Time to head out.
That's a good one, Dana.
Put an egg in your shoe and beat it.
There you go.
Make like a tree and leave.
I've heard that one before.
Yeah, those are old stuff.
Make like a tree and get out of here.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah,
So
for
are
sure. And 91 and sunny right now, and it's
Wow.
just noon. So
Yeah, so you got a lot of time.
yeah, it'll get going. And they're talking that Sunday and Monday are going to be the ball busters.
Oh gosh.
Wow.
So I'm just hunkering down and staying the hell out of the
That's what you
outdoors.
got to do. That's what you got to do.
Yeah,
We
close
went-
up everything. I filled the dog's pool, and they've been in it already once or twice this morning. I have those little play pools, you know,
Uh-huh.
those plastic.
I got one
covers. A bunch of
I
those.
got one for my dog, and none of them will go in there. They won't go in the pool. They don't want nothing to do with it.
Oh, these guys,
The
these
puppy,
guys
she-
are water dogs, so
Yeah. The puppy, she would like to eat the plastic. But
yeah.
Yeah.
No, mine both. They just go and stand in it. They won't sit down or lay down in it. I know some dogs will just lay down in it when it's cold and stuff. These dogs are spoiled as hell. When it's hot, they just come inside and lay on the couch where the air conditioner is.
That's true. I understand that.
Hey, how do I get the link for people just to watch?
Hmm.
To not join? I'm not sure how they do that.
Don't recall.
I don't know.
Yeah, because the one that you've got posted in the group is just
Is the one to join?
live to the show. Yeah.
Yeah.
Would it be? Oh, I'm not sure if it would be the YouTube.
Well, no, because it'll load right to YouTube. That's the YouTube link for once we're done,
Yeah,
right?
I think
Think
so.
so.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it's funny. The live versions automatically default to the old style. They don't go to the new one.
Huh.
Because usually I have to switch over because I don't like the new one.
Right.
And when I come into a live hangout, it's automatically in the old one, the old version.
Yeah.
I'm just wondering how to do it if people just want to watch.
I don't know.
I have a link for YouTube.
See, live hangouts on air now. There's a bunch of them. I don't see ours.
There
Here's
it
the-
is. I found it.
Okay.
Did you?
Yeah, it's the YouTube link.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah, well, Google owns YouTube now, so I remember when it was separate. But I have a video of my dogs that I posted a long time ago, and at the time it was split. It was Google videos and YouTube, and I posted it in both places. And after a year or so, Google took it down because I had Beach Boys music under it.
Oh,
So
gosh.
they took it down on that, but they never took it off of YouTube. Still there. Been there for 7 years.
Oh, my gosh.
I have Beach Boys and Jan and Dean because it's Otterhound Beach Party.
Wow.
It's my dog and a bunch of other dogs. We have some friends that live down in Del Mar, or down in that area anyway. Carlsbad, down there. And Del Mar is a racetrack that's right on the beach, and it's one of the open beaches for dogs. You can be off leash on the beach with a dog. And Otterhounds are notorious for not being reliable off leash because they're scent hounds. Once the nose goes down, forget it. They're just gone. They'll be gone for days.
Wow.
Tracking a scent. No matter how well they're trained, they don't come back until they get tired or lose interest. They don't lose interest. But they also are a pack dog, so they're a pack hunting dog. That's what they were bred to be.
Right.
And so if you have a pack bitch that you can control, then they'll all stay somewhere along with the alpha bitch in the pack.
Right.
So you can run 5 or 6 or 8 of them loose on the beach, and they all stay together.
Wow.
So if you ever wonder what an Otterhound looks like, just go look up Otterhound Beach Party.
Okay.
And Otterhound is one word.
I had never heard of that before.
Neither.
You know, they're pretty rare. There's only about 800 of them in the world.
Wow.
We were talking about shipping today, Dana.
Mm-hmm.
And do you have any tips or anything about shipping that maybe we don't know? No?
Most of the shipping I use almost exclusively, mostly depending on what it is, but almost exclusively I use USPS, post office, for eBay stuff.
Yeah.
Amazon, of course, Amazon's partnered with UPS, so, and I don't. That's the only I do FBA, so that's pretty much the only shipping I do. The few
Right.
things that I do that I do merchant fulfill on Amazon, just because they have a bad track record of destroying my stuff, is large electronics like printers and VCRs and DVD players and things like that. So
Right.
those things I'm sitting here on two of them. I've got two of them sitting on the floor that are listed merchant fulfilled, and I just hold on to those, and I have a special box. And a good tip for and that stuff usually gets sent FedEx. That's usually been the cheapest. It's FedEx. But
I can't get FedEx where I live.
Hmm.
And, like, don't you have to have like a business account with them or something?
I don't know. I've had one forever, so.
Because I tried to ship something FedEx one time, and I went on the website and actually signed up for an account. I don't think it was a business account, but it was an account, and they said that you had to have like a business account to be able to get pickups at your house.
Well, yeah, I don't worry about that. So.
And so the nearest store that I could ship out of for FedEx is like 45 minutes away.
Yeah.
And I'm not willing to drive that. So.
Well, that's part of the life that wonderful rural life that you living in BFE. It does have its costs.
BFE. I live in northern Michigan. That's
same thing, right?
I live in a tourist town, and
I've been there, done that.
It's it's nice where I live. It's not,
Yeah. Oh, nothing wrong with it. I'm just saying that sometimes those kinds of places don't have,
the amenities.
The amenities that you might want to use for this kind of stuff.
We don't have malls and stuff like that. So
yeah.
Yeah,
I know. I lived in a place like that too. I lived in Truckee, California, which is on I-80 near Donner. It's right near Donner Lake and Donner Summit and Donner Pass and all that history area over there. And Truckee was originally a railroad town, and there was a big old Chinese section because the Chinese that they brought in to work on the railroads and build the snow sheds for the Sierra when the railroad goes across the Sierras right there.
Mm-hmm.
One of the places that it does. And so there's a lot of history in there. There's buildings on the main street that are over 100 years old, and a lot of them. There's interesting stuff going on in there. Anyway, it was a small town. Without the tourist population, there's maybe 6,000 or 7,000 people total.
Yeah.
But during the tourist season, it swells to 20,000, 30,000 because there's a lot of rentals and people buy mountain cabins and whatever, and then they lease them out for the ski season and things like that, because it's up at above 5,000 feet, so up in the Sierras, so snow. But yeah, living in a tourist area is always that challenge. If I wanted to do it, I had to go down to Reno if I needed anything that was substantial, which was not that far actually.
About 35. So what would so your other option would be, say if you had like a VCR Sally and you were going to ship it, I mean her other option would be what, UPS or whatever is, do you have a UPS store?
I do have a UPS, well, not a store. I have a UPS drop-off.
A drop-off.
Yeah, if I print the label or whatever here, I can
Right.
take it down there less than a mile away from my house.
Yeah.
My UPS
So
store
you-
just closed, which sucks.
So you just use, whatever option is closest for you, Um,
I haven't really seen that much of a difference in price for UPS and
mm,
USPS.
UPS is a lot more expensive.
Well, yeah, UPS is more expensive than USPS sometimes because, especially for like a ground shipping of a large, not large, but heavy item,
Right.
I haven't seen a difference in price.
Okay.
Um, except that maybe UPS would be more expensive.
Yeah.
So I just pretty much always ship with USPS.
Right. And if there was a situation where the person could only get, they wanted it shipped UPS, they would have to, of course, foot the bill for the shipping.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. It wouldn't be a big deal.
No.
To do that if somebody wanted it, but
Yeah.
I don't usually have it as an option.
Right.
I have a packing tip. I had one of the things that I've run across in my travels when packing large things, like even if like things like cast iron, I've seen him do that with it as well. But my electronics, like the VCRs and DVD players and things like that, or tuners and stuff, is pool noodles. Those pool noodles, those foam pool noodles.
Oh yeah.
You can buy those things. You find them. I just bought half a dozen of them at the dollar store for $1 a piece. And that's almost enough to go all the way around a VCR once. But you can cut a section out of it and put it on the corners. Around all the corners of the thing, and before you put it in the box, and then put it in the box with air pillows or whatever.
That's a very good.
And yeah, pool noodles work great for that because they're pretty resilient, and they keep space between, because you want spaces between the edges of the box and the item itself. You want an airspace around it.
Right.
So if something gets poked in the box, it doesn't necessarily hit your item.
Right. That's true. That's a good idea.
Plus, it gives us some cushion. So you just watch when they go on sale at Dollar General or whatever dollar version of the dollar store you got around you.
Yeah.
Every once in a while, I'll have them on sale, and when they do, I snatch them up. Got a whole
Yeah.
bunch of them in the back of my car right now.
Well, that's awesome.
That's a great idea.
Yeah, I get stuff like that every once in a while.
Yeah, food noodles and packing materials. I don't pay for packing materials, almost never. Occasionally, I'll buy an odd box because I need a specific size. Like to fit. I bought 6 of these boxes that I know are pretty standardized for fitting VCRs and tuners and things like that. They're all fairly similar in size.
Right.
Shelf style units. So I bought a box that would fit that, including the pool noodles and stuff that go around it. And then I bought a box. But most of the time, you get the stuff is free. It's just everywhere. I run an alert. You can run alerts on Craigslist, and I can guarantee every Monday I get half a dozen alerts: free packing materials, free boxes, free air pillows, free peanuts, free whatever.
Oh my gosh.
And I haven't bought any that kind of packing material. I still got the original stack of foolscap newspaper that you can get, packing paper. I got some of that for free from a Craigslist ad. It was like just sitting on the front porch. Just come get it. It's on the front porch. And they'd use like a half a dozen sheets of it, and there was a whole big stack of it. I'm still got that stuff. I'm still using it.
Wow.
I got that almost 2 years ago.
Wow. Well, that's awesome. I think.
Yeah.
Well, I live in a small town, so that's
The only thing I buy is bags and self-sealed poly bags and stuff like that. And those you can buy. They make a 400 pack of mixed sizes, 4 sizes, and one of those lasts me 6 to 8 months.
Yeah.
Not much. And I have a nice one of those little Rubbermaid 4-drawer roller cart thingies that fits exactly underneath my packing table. It's got 4
Right.
drawers in it, but look, 4 sizes of bags. Works out perfectly. Yeah.
Well, those are good tips.
Yeah.
Definitely, I will have to look for the pool noodles. Because every once in a while I do need those. Something just to keep a distance.
Yeah.
So,
It's nice because they're tough, and you just, I see people try, I'll use crushed newspaper. That's not very resilient. You crush it, it stays crushed. It doesn't come back.
right.
So it's a one-shot deal.
Mhm.
And if it gets a second shot, it's all over. So that stuff doesn't work. And air pillows pop, and Amazon doesn't want to see peanuts, even inside of bags.
Yeah.
So peanuts I don't use a lot of, but I do use them because I'll send them on eBay stuff. I'll use peanuts
Yeah.
just to get rid of the damn things.
Yeah. Pawn them off on somebody else.
Yeah, I got this huge bag, 2 huge bags of peanuts. I'm still using them up.
That's funny.
Except my cat, who likes to live in my garage because the dogs annoy her,
Mhm.
or him. I mean, he stays in the garage, and I had all my peanuts in a big box, a big U-Haul box, a big 24 by 24 or whatever by 24 cube box. I had all the peanuts in there at the end of my packing table, and the cat got locked in there one night. Now I keep the garage door propped open so the dogs can't get in, but he can get in and out, and but he got locked in there for a day or 2 or something and everything. So he went in there and pissed on all my peanuts. I'm like, oh no,
Oh,
cat peas got to smell nasty.
Oh no.
Throw that whole box, including the box, away.
Oh gosh.
Well,
Well, sister.
I think ready to go.
Okay. Well, sounds good.
Thanks to everybody who's watching. Thanks to OG Pit Picker and to Jordan for joining us. And like, subscribe, comment, join our Facebook group, Thrifting Bitches of Reselling.
Yeah.
And hit us up with any questions or comments. And we'll see y'all next time. Bye.
Alrighty. Bye.
Bye, y'all.